Cascade Hoops Talk, Billy D. Hey, today we have Matt O'Brien, Southwestern College. They are the Jinx or the Moundbuilders. We're going to talk about that with the coach. But hang on, buckle up. Cascade Hoops Talk starts right now. Cascade Hoops Talk, produced in the shadow of the beautiful Cascade Mountains and bringing the world NAIA basketball. One podcast at a time. Hey, today we have Matt O'Brien. He's the head men's basketball coach at Southwestern College. This is 20th year, I think, at the school, 17th year as the head men's basketball coach. He's done a really good job there. They're just a staple in the KCAC. A really enjoyable conversation. He talks about the mascot, the Jinx, the historical gym that they play in, and a bit about the school, and then the team coming up this season. Let's take a listen to Matt O'Brien, the head men's basketball coach, Southwestern College. Cascade Hoops Talk, this is Billy D. Hey, I got Matt O'Brien on the phone. He's the head men's basketball coach, Southwestern College. They are the Moundbuilders. Welcome, Coach. Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, appreciate it. Good to be with you.
So, Coach, you've been at Southwestern 20 years. I think you're going into your 17th year as head coach, I believe. Just talk about that school, Southwestern College. Just give us a little history of it. And when you do, could you remind people what the Jinx is?
Yeah, thanks for the question. I love talking about Southwestern. Yeah, this is my 17th year at Southwestern as the head coach here. I'm proud to be the head coach at Southwestern. We're in Winfield, Kansas, a community that my wife and I love living in, and there's great people here in Winfield. A couple interesting things about Southwestern. Stewart Fieldhouse is the oldest gym west of the Mississippi in the United States. It's a national sports landmark that we play in. It's a building made all of stone. It's really, really a great place to play small college basketball. One of the other unique things about Southwestern athletics and specifically is we have two mascots. We're the Moundbuilders, which is quite unique, and we're also the Jinx. So about 100 years ago now, we played Wichita State in football, and there was some controversy with a black cat, and we had the Jinx on them, and now there's a black cat that lives in Stewart Fieldhouse, which I'm in charge of taking care of, and on our staff. So there's a black cat that roams around the building, and once in a great while, it'll run out onto the court. It hasn't happened for a couple of years. There was a scrimmage that the Jinx ran out in the middle of the court. I wish it would do it in some big game and put the Jinx on the other team, but on our opponents. But we have such a unique and rich history at Southwestern. So many good basketball teams, so many good players. I'm really proud to coach here. Over 100 years of basketball here at Southwestern, and we're, I think, second all-time now of current NAIA members and all-time wins, Southwestern College men's basketball. So I'm really proud of that too.
Yeah, it's a deep, deep history. And, I was going to talk about that in a minute, but, I was really impressed that Cameron Hunt and Matt O'Brien came back. They both got great careers now on their own, and they came back to work out with your guys. Talk about what that legacy means, right? Where guys come back and they give back like that.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's, something that I feel really good about. Both of those guys can train anywhere in the world that they'd like, and they come back here to Winfield, Kansas, and train with us. We have no air conditioning here. It's hot. Some of them, they'll drive an hour from where they're staying at times, or an hour and a half to work out with our players and our coaches, and it really, truly does mean a lot to me. Cameron's been coming back every year since he's played pro. It's about 6-7 years now. And then Andrew O'Brien comes back. We have other pros that will come back and spend some time with us. It was great to have both of them back with our guys, visiting with them. I think the biggest thing they do is just show how hard you have to work individually on your game. And I think that's helped us a lot. Particularly, Cameron Clark was one of the first ones that played for us that played pro. He's now an assistant at the Division I level, but he was one that really set the tone for hard work and kind of give him back. And now we have other players that continue to elevate their games and give back to our basketball program. And it's what it's all about, and a lot of fun.
So you've been there 20 years. I'm not sure how long you've been in charge of the cat, but how many black cats have you gone through?
Okay, so I've only been the athletic director here. This is my third year. I've only been in charge of
Oh,
the
you've
cat
only
for
been
these
in
three.
charge. Okay.
Yeah, so it's quite the task, but I don't know how many have been here over the last 20 years. I would guess two or three. I know there was one exchange since I've been here at the
Okay.
college of a new jinx. But it's quite the story, and we've kept it going, and I know our fans and supporters really appreciate it.
Coach, last season in that tough KCAC, you actually had another good season. You went 18-11. A lot of teams around the country would take that 12-10 in conference. The conference was just brutal last year. And then, I always ask coaches this. Now, you've been around a long time, so you can probably put the end of the season out of your mind quicker than some. But you ended the season on three tough losses, Friends, and then twice to St. Mary. What is that like to end a season like that, where you just feel like you left so much on the table?
Yeah, I kind of feel a little bit different than that. You're frustrated, but I think we gave all we had.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing left in the tank at the end of the season. I think our guys gave everything they had. We had really strong leadership, and that group, I think that we maxed out. I think the ball could have bounced a couple of better ways at the end of a couple games that we could have executed a little bit better. Maybe I could have made a better decision late game, but I don't think it was from a lack of effort or caring or trying.
Mm-hmm.
So, I sleep a lot better at night if I think everyone in our program gave it their best, and I think we did. So I may look at it just a little bit differently, as we're really focused on effort and our guys caring about each other till the end, and I think they did. So I'm proud of those guys and our coaches for giving maximum effort, even when it doesn't go well.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to look at it, because something that especially fans lose sight of is the opponent gets a vote. And every night you step on the court, you're playing somebody that has great basketball players like you do. There's nobody in the country that doesn't have guys who are their best players on their high school team. And some nights it goes your way, and some nights it doesn't.
Yeah, you're right. It was a difficult balance last year, as the guys at times felt disappointed, as I think it'd been 11 of 12 20-win seasons for us, the only one with COVID that we didn't get 20 wins.
Right.
And we fell a little bit short, but I was proud of our team, and I really appreciate the guys that we had on the team last year. I thought they represented us well, and I'd be proud to coach them again this year and do our best with them. So this year, we're going to continue to focus on giving the very best we can, and hope we can win a few more close games.
Well, let's talk about this season. I've talked to a ton of coaches already, and you're only the second coach that I've had on that has a significant number of players coming back. You have a couple of seniors, a couple of grads coming back. We can go through them, but Wyatt Bell, he averaged 17 points, but you got a lot of experience coming back.
Yeah, we do. I really like our group. We've got Wyatt Bell, who's in the graduate program, Austin Hilton, who's coming back in the graduate program, and Isaac Hobright, whose dad coached at Kilgore College for a really long time, and his dad actually played at Southwestern. He's a graduate student for us, and played at William Penn last year, so also has NAIA experience. So, we've always wanted to get old and stay old, and we've been able to do that. Our guys have stayed. I'm very fortunate. Our staff we've had really good retention with our coaches, with our staff, and excellent retention with our players staying in the program, which I'm really proud of.
Yeah, and you just mentioned one of them, Isaac. Is it Horbrecht?
Yes.
Yeah, he had a good season at William Penn last year. He's going to be a big addition, but you also picked up several other transfers that could make an immediate impact.
Yeah, we have quite a few. Jace Breath from NOC Tonkawa. He's a very good basketball player. Elijah Cradle from Chesapeake College, who was a teammate of Justin DiMaria, who was a really good player for us the last 2 years. We've got some good freshmen that are coming along, and Cy Bates, but Jaden Bridgman, he's got 1 year, played at Southeastern Oklahoma State University Division II school. And then Nigel John, who played at University of Arkansas Little Rock. So we've got some size, and we've got some experience. I hope our guys we can put it all together, because I think we have good pieces. If we can continue to practice hard and put it all together, I think we could have a really good year.
When you go out and look specifically at transfers, what are 2 or 3 of the things that you say, okay, this guy can be a mound builder, or no, this guy can't? What are just a couple of the keys you look for? Because you always have great people there.
Thank you. I really appreciate you recognizing that. Jimmy McSorley, our associate head coach, does a really good job of identifying people who would fit into our culture. So Nigel John is one that was on campus, one of my longtime former assistants, Tim Miser, at their junior college at Eastern Oklahoma State. And so he spent some time with him and let us know that he thinks Nigel would be a good fit for us character-wise, as well as doing a lot of research on the other transfers. We're really, number one, looking for character, and I would say number 2 is work ethic. And then, can you play? We're all looking for a lot of the same things for basketball players. So the character and the work ethic are 2 big things for us. And then we really emphasize in recruiting how hard we practice, and that my philosophy is not to make practice fun. It's for them to practice is for them to get better and for us to win. So we're very, very honest of who we are and who we're not. We're a hard work team, and we practice really hard, and that's not for everybody.
You, Coach, you play there in the KCAC, tough conference. Oklahoma Wesleyan's kind of dominated the last couple of years. Donnie's really been, those guys have really been hot the last few years. But up and down, that conference is tight. It was even last season, it was a tight race down to the end. Just talk about playing in that conference and what it's like to coach in that conference.
Yeah, I love coaching in this conference. I played at Friends University in this conference, and then I've been around the conference or coaching in the conference for over 20 years. So I have some deep roots in the KCAC, and really proud of what we've done in the past and where we are now with some really good basketball teams and good coaches. You've mentioned Oklahoma Wesleyan and their consistent dominance, which I think is really impressive how consistent they've been. And there's some other really good programs. Friends has really come on. St. Mary's has come on. Kansas Wesleyan's had some really good teams. Bethel is another program that's been very consistent for a long time. So it's fun. It's a grind with 14 teams. And I think here's the other thing that might be a little different here than maybe some other places across the country is we're so close together. That, we're recruiting a lot of the same players. We see each other out recruiting a lot as coaches. There's not very many secrets at all of who's got who and what coach is doing what. And especially with synergy, we all know what everybody's doing. And so it becomes very, very, very competitive. And I think that gives you an advantage if you're going to be a tough team, because these games, there's a lot of them. It's a grind. And at some points in the season, you've got to be at a high level to win a conference game. And to do that night in and night out for 24 games is not easy.
A hallmark of your team, especially last year, you just dominated the boards. Boy, what was it, 44-30 or something? You just dominated on the boards. You've got a lot of those guys back. I don't know what you feed Zach Hidalgo. I don't know what you feed him, but that secret sauce, 360 rebounds last season.
Yes. Yeah, we're proud of Zach. And, I think our coaches do a really good job of emphasizing rebounding every day in practice. Zach is, he is a special player. He's very gifted rebounding and athleticism. I mean, he has a reach and a knack for the ball and athleticism and speed. So he's got it all that you need, and a heart and motor. A lot like Andrew O'Brien, he's kind of got one of those motors that you just keep going and going. So I think he'll have another special season, even with Nigel John, who's 6'10", 250, who'll take up a lot of space. I still think Zach is going to find a way to get his hands on double-digit rebounds. No matter who's on the floor for us or the other team, he just finds a way to get them.
Yeah, talk about that, because you find this clear across the country is that the high rebounders are just guys who go and get them. I always think of Jake O'Neal at College of Idaho. He wasn't really a big guy. He just got every rebound. Talk about rebounding, how much so much of it is just wanted.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's a big deal for us, and we try to train that where every practice you're going after every single rebound. I mean, to get as many as Zach does, you got to go after all of them. Yeah. You have to be mentally tough, because you're going to go after all of them, and there's going to be several that bounce the other way. And then, most players are like, man, I don't really like the odds of this. If one of 4 or 5 even come my way for me to get an opportunity to get it. You got to be mentally tough to go after all of them, physically tough, because there's going to be some confrontation around the backboard every time. So mental and physical toughness, as well as just being in shape. You got to be in tip-top shape to go after, particularly the offensive rebounds. That's what Trey Abasolo was so good for us last year. Right. He was a 6'2" man for us. But it's not just going after the rebound, but you go after that offensive rebound, and then you have to, unless you're going to lose every game, you're going to have to turn around and sprint back on defense. And that transition from offense to defense makes it very difficult to be successful on both ends.
You're going to be, by the time I'm a little bit ahead on the shows because I'm going to be traveling. So by the time this comes out, games are going to be played. So you've been practicing. Talk about how you feel about this team this season. You've got a lot of experience.
Yes, I'm really enjoying it. I look forward to going to the gym every single day. I really like our guys and respect them. They're all very good students. They work hard. I think the thing that we're lacking to be a championship team right now is our competitive spirit. It's not that they don't work hard. It's not that they're not competitive, but to win a championship, there needs to be an elite competitive spirit. We just don't have that right now. And, it's something that some of our teams have formed throughout the year as something we're stressing with our team. I'd like to see our guys as a unit, as a whole, not just a few individuals, but as a whole, become extremely competitive, trying to win everything. I haven't seen that yet. They'll have a good attitude, work hard, and try to play for each other. But that competitive spirit has been an X factor in our championship runs here at Southwestern.
Oh yeah, that's kind of interesting. I'm surprised you say that with the experience you got coming back.
Yeah. We like I said, they're doing well. They're really good, but there's a certain level that I really think they can get to that we just haven't been able to get to yet. That gives you the best possible chance to win a championship. You still have to have the ball bounce a few ways in your direction, and there's luck that's involved, but competitively to win every drill, to win everything that we possibly do, every line, we don't have that at an elite level just yet, and we're working towards it. And I'm glad that we're this point in the season. If we can get that going, I think we'll be a hard team to beat.
So this is your 17th season as head coach. How excited are you? Like I say, by the time I put this out, we will already be playing, but right now we're only a couple days away.
Yeah, I'm very excited as being the athletic director as well. It's kind of, shifting from a lot of my time into the athletic director responsibilities to more of my time in basketball and with the guys. And these guys they're so fun to work with, and our coaches, that, it's just a really exciting time for a lot of them who've worked so hard over the summer and so hard in this preseason to watch them perform on the court. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's got to be a tough time of year for you as athletic director, because you got volleyball is hitting their peak as well as football, and now you're starting basketball. Yeah,
it's difficult to juggle. I'm just very fortunate to have really, really good people work with me every single day. I mentioned Coach McSorley, our associate head coach. He's been here a long time with me. He's a big factor in why we're able to do this at a high level. And then our athletic staff is also very, very good and easy to work with. So we have a team that takes care of everything. And that's kind of where I feel like I thrive the most, is working within a team.
Well, Coach O'Brien, we know one thing. We know you're going to get it done, and we also know you're going to have your hands full in that KCAC. I can't wait for the season to start. I can't wait to see the Moundbuilders back in action. Hopefully, I can get you back on as the season gets going here.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks for covering NAIA basketball. What an awesome level this is. I appreciate all your effort in covering us, and look forward to listening to the rest of your podcasts.
Thank you very much. That's very kind. I just absolutely love small college. NAIA basketball is what I grew up with. So, I just love everything about it. And thank you very much. I appreciate your words. That's Matt O'Brien. He's the head men's basketball coach at Southwestern College Moundbuilders. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks a lot to Coach O'Brien, also to Southwestern College. Want to remind everybody I'm out in Indiana this coming weekend. In fact, by the time you hear this show, I'll probably be close to in the air. Grace and Huntington, that's where we'll be. They're taking on Morningside and Briarcliff. The teams are switching opponents the second night. One night's going to be at Grace, one night's going to be at Huntington, and we're going to bring you all the action from out there. Keep an eye on the X account, and the YouTube are the two best places, going to be the most updated places to pick up updates and interviews from the tournament there. Hey, thanks a lot. This is Billy D. We'll talk soon. Thank you very much for supporting our podcast. Please like and subscribe. Get out to your local NAIA school, because NAIA basketball is the best entertainment value in America.